Chosen one, stop scrolling. Listen closely. What you think you know is not the whole truth. For too long, you have been living inside illusions carefully crafted to blind you. You have been fed lies in small doses, dressed up as truth, designed to keep you comfortable while your destiny was quietly being stolen. Heaven says this is the moment of awakening. You cannot afford to ignore this. You have been fooled by appearances, fooled by systems, fooled by people who smiled to your face while plotting against your future, fooled by environments that looked safe but were full of traps, fooled into thinking that what you saw was all there was. But chosen one, the veil is lifting. The deception is being exposed. The illusions are collapsing, and heaven is pulling you into the raw, unfiltered truth. This is why things around you haven't made sense. This is why you've felt that unease in your spirit, why certain people's words never matched their actions, why the places you once felt comfortable in started to feel heavy and strange. It was the spirit inside you whispering, "Wake up." The deception was never just about circumstances. It was about identity. The enemy has been working overtime to make you believe you are less than what God has called you to be. He has tried to trick you into shrinking, doubting, hiding, and second-guessing yourself. He wanted you to mistake delay for denial, pruning for punishment, silence for abandonment. Chosen one, you have been fooled into thinking God forgot you, but the truth is He was protecting you. Think about it: when snakes shed their skin, the old layer looks real until it falls off. That is exactly what has been happening around you. People, relationships, and environments that once looked genuine were actually expired coverings. They looked alive, but they were dead. They looked loyal, but they were lies. They looked safe, but they were snares. Heaven has been stripping away the counterfeit so that you can finally see clearly. Chosen one, you must not take this lightly. What is being revealed now is not random. This is divine timing. Heaven has pressed pause on your path so that your eyes can adjust. If you rush, you will run back into the same traps that fooled you before. But if you stay awake, you will never be deceived in the same way again. The Spirit says, "I let them fool you for a time, not to harm you but to train you. I allowed the lies to surround you so that when truth is unveiled, you will value it. I permitted the mask to remain until you learned discernment. Now the season of deception is over. Now you will see." This is why certain people are suddenly revealing their true colors. It is why you are noticing behaviors you overlooked before. It is why conversations that once sounded fine now ring hollow in your spirit. The deception is unraveling, and your spirit knows it. But be careful: when truth is revealed, reaction is the trap. You will be tempted to argue, to fight, to prove you were right all along. Resist it. Heaven says, do not react, rise. Do not wrestle with shadows, step into light. Do not waste your voice on those committed to lies. Save your strength for the unveiling ahead. Chosen one, your awakening has a cost. Once you see, you cannot unsee. Once truth is revealed, you cannot return to ignorance. But that is where your authority begins. The eyes of the chosen are opening. You will not be fooled again. The tricks that worked on you before will fall flat. The lies that once entangled you will slide off like water. The enemy cannot manipulate you the same way because you have crossed into revelation. This unveiling will be painful at first. You will grieve the years you lost to deception. You will mourn the trust you placed in wrong places. You will feel the sting of betrayal. But chosen one, do not let grief paralyze you. What you lost in illusion, heaven will restore in truth. The years the locusts devoured will be repaid. The honor that was stolen will be restored. The identity that was buried under lies will rise again in glory. Look at Jesus. The Pharisees tried to fool the people with rituals and appearances, but when truth himself walked among them, their lies could not stand. Look at Paul. Once blinded by deception, scales literally fell from his eyes when the truth of Christ was revealed. Look at Daniel. In Babylon, deception was law, but Daniel's clarity of vision preserved him through lions and kings. Chosen one, the same clarity is coming to you. But you must respond. Do not sit in silence as heaven opens your eyes. Seal this awakening with your declaration. Say it, write it, release it. 111. This is not just a number. It is your covenant that you are awake. It is your agreement that the scales are falling. It is your prophetic declaration that you refuse to be fooled again. Comment 111 now, as a sign to heaven, as a witness to yourself, as a mark that you have stepped out of illusion and into revelation. Chosen one, this is only the beginning. In the next part, heaven will show you why your tears, betrayals, and battles were all part of the training, and how they are now being turned into weapons of authority for your destiny. Chosen one, now that your eyes are opening, you must understand why the deception was allowed in the first place. The enemy thought he was destroying you, but heaven was training you. Every betrayal, every false friend, every closed door was not the end of your story, it was the classroom of your destiny. You wept, yes. You questioned, yes. You felt abandoned, yes. But heaven did not ignore your pain. It recorded every tear, every heartbreak, every lonely night. Nothing was wasted. Every battle you endured in secret has been shaping you into the warrior you were always meant to be. Look at Joseph again, sold by his own brothers, betrayed by those closest to him, lied on by Potiphar's wife, forgotten in prison. Every chapter looked like failure, but every chapter was training. When he finally stood before Pharaoh, his wisdom carried weight because it was birthed in suffering. Without betrayal, there would have been no throne. Chosen one, this is your story too. The betrayals you endured were not the end. They were building your discernment. The losses you carried were not punishment. They were teaching you resilience. The nights of silence were not abandonment. They were sharpening your ear to heaven's whisper. The deception you faced trained you to see through masks. The rejection you endured trained you to stand without validation. The delays you suffered trained you to wait without breaking. Every scar has become a map of survival. Every wound has become proof that you are still standing. Every hidden battle has given you an authority that cannot be faked. Chosen one, you are dangerous now. The lies that once bound you cannot bind you again. The people who once manipulated you cannot twist you again. The systems that once intimidated you cannot shake you again. You have survived too much to be fooled twice. The fire that tried to burn you has made you flame-proof. But do not mistake your survival for the end of your process. Survival was just step one. Heaven has preserved you not just to endure, but to reign. The pain you carried is about to be converted into power. The tears you shed are about to be transformed into testimony. The battles you fought are about to become blueprints for others. Chosen one, your authority is forged in suffering. This is why the enemy attacked you so viciously. He feared who you would become if you ever realized the truth. He wanted you stuck in grief, trapped in anger, paralyzed by bitterness. But you refused to stay down, and because of that, heaven has marked you for elevation. Think of David. He was anointed but not yet crowned. Before the throne, there was a wilderness. Before the crown, there were caves. Before the songs of victory, there were spears thrown at his head. If David had reacted in his flesh, if he had struck Saul when he had the chance, he would have lost everything. But his restraint in betrayal birthed his authority as king. Chosen one, the same is true for you. You could have retaliated, you could have fought dirty, you could have defended yourself in the flesh, but you didn't. You stayed silent when you could have shouted. You walked away when you could have fought. You prayed when you could have cursed, and heaven saw it. That is why the oil is flowing on you now. Your silence was not wasted. Your restraint was not weakness. It was proof that you were being prepared for something greater. Heaven cannot place crowns on reckless heads. Authority requires discipline, and your silence has proven you are ready for weight. Chosen one, the deception has ended. The betrayal has been redeemed. The silence has built strength. And now heaven is saying, I am ready to release you, but heaven requires your agreement. You cannot step into this next season with hesitation. You must declare it boldly, prophetically, publicly. Say it now, write it now, release it into the atmosphere. I'm ready. This is not cliché, this is covenant. It is your spirit aligning with heaven's timing. It is your declaration that you accept the authority forged through your pain. It is your prophetic yes to the unveiling that is coming. Comment it boldly, I'm ready, not tomorrow, not later. Now, this is the moment of alignment. This is the season of awakening. This is the time when all your hidden battles become the foundation of your authority. And stay close, because in the final part, heaven will release the unveiling, the vindication, the elevation, and the prophetic prayer that will seal your new chapter. Chosen one, the season of deception is over. The season of betrayal is finished. The season of silence has served its purpose. Now heaven declares, this is the hour of unveiling. You are stepping into visibility, into authority, into destiny. What was once hidden is about to be revealed. Understand this clearly. Unveiling is not simply about being noticed. It is not about applause or attention. It is about alignment. When heaven unveils a chosen one, it is because the timing of destiny has collided with the readiness of your spirit. You have been trained, you have been tested, you have been proven, and now the veil is being lifted. The very ones who dismissed you will have to watch you rise. The voices that called you irrelevant will be silenced by the evidence of God's hand on your life. The systems that tried to bury you will not be able to deny the fruit heaven is bringing forth. This unveiling is not about your image. It is about God's glory shining through you in ways no one can ignore. Chosen one, vindication is part of this unveiling. For years, the lies ran faster than the truth. People believed false stories, accusations stained your name, betrayals painted you as something you were not. But heaven is turning the tables. Isaiah 61 promises, instead of shame you will receive a double portion, and instead of disgrace you will rejoice in your inheritance. That is your word. The shame is over, the honor has come, the disgrace is finished, the inheritance is being revealed. Think of Joseph again. The brothers who sold him into slavery had to bow before him in Egypt. Think of Daniel. The very lions meant to devour him could not touch him, and the same king who signed his sentence had to proclaim his God as true. Think of Jesus. The cross was meant to humiliate him, but 3 days later, resurrection made him Lord of all. Chosen one, that same pattern is written into your destiny. What was meant to destroy you will be the stage for your unveiling. This unveiling will not be quiet. It will not be subtle. It will not be hidden in the background. Heaven is elevating you in such a way that no one will be able to deny it. This is why the warfare has been so intense. The enemy has seen glimpses of your unveiling, and he is terrified. He knows that once you step into visibility, you will not only rise, you will pull others out of darkness with you. Chosen one, this unveiling carries responsibility. The crown is not for decoration, the oil is not for show, the platform is not for ego, it is for assignment. You will carry weight, you will break chains, you will set captives free. Your unveiling is not about being celebrated, it is about being effective. Heaven is trusting you with this because you proved in silence that you would not waste it. Do not shrink back now, do not let fear convince you to stay small. Heaven has already decided, it's your time, the doors are opening, the scrolls are unfolding, the angels are moving, your name is being announced. This is the season of revelation. But chosen one, your agreement is required. Heaven can decree it, but you must declare it. The Spirit is waiting for your yes. The atmosphere is waiting for your words. Say it now, write it now, release it with authority. It's my time. This is not cliché, this is covenant. It is your signature on the decree heaven has already issued. Say it with conviction, it's my time to rise, my time to shine, my time to walk in authority, my time to step into destiny, my time to be unveiled. And now, let us seal this moment in prayer. Father, I thank you for this chosen one. Thank you for opening their eyes to deception, for training them through betrayal, for strengthening them in silence. Thank you for preserving them when the lies surrounded them, for protecting them when the traps were set, and for preparing them in secret. Now, Lord, I declare their unveiling. Let every veil be lifted, every lie silenced, every chain broken. Vindicate them openly, elevate them boldly, reveal them gloriously. Let their rise be undeniable, unstoppable, unshakable. May their unveiling draw souls into your kingdom, shift atmospheres, and break generational curses. Cover them with wisdom as they step into visibility. Guard them from pride, anchor them in humility, fill them with courage, surround them with angels, and let their declaration thunder before heaven and earth. It's my time. Seal it, Lord, confirm it, accelerate it, and let nothing stand in the way. In Jesus' name, Amen. Chosen one, the deception has ended. The unveiling has begun. Walk boldly, shine brightly, live fully. This is your time. Say it one more time and let it echo through every realm. It's my time.